Hello everyone, this video is about mental health, just to raise awareness. It's getting worse every year and this is a video, hopefully if you found it, it might help you. This is how I stay happy. There's two mental healths in particular that I want to focus on today. That's depression and anxiety, because these two are so common nowadays. So I made a list on my phone of all the things I do to avoid falling into that trap of anxiety and depression, and hopefully it's going to help someone out there. Now, I don't think this video is going to perform well because I understand some people might find it depressing or boring, but it's got to be addressed. It's getting worse every year, the mental health. It's just becoming more common, and it's a serious war that's going on right now that no one seems to be talking about, and everyone's just kind of brushing it under the carpet. So here I am presenting myself to you with some advice and tips on how to stay away from falling into the trap. So again, this video is for the people out there that are struggling, and believe me, I know what that's like. I'm 29, I've gone through a hell of a lot in life, and recently I've found happiness, and I just hope that you can listen very carefully. Step number one, people, anxiety. Stop going on social media. Seriously, I know it's fun. I know you want to check all the gossip and what your favorite content creators are doing, but social media out there actually is going to make you feel worse than you currently feel, especially if you're not succeeding a lot in life right now, especially if you're not feeling self-worth. You're going to go onto Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, and you're going to see all these people out there that have things you don't have. They're going to have nice cars, and they're going to have a house and a beautiful girlfriend. They're out all the time with their friends, and what's going to happen is it's going to make you feel worse than how you feel right now, and that's going to then bring in the anxiety. Why aren't you succeeding? How comes this person is, but I'm not going anywhere? This person is even younger than me, and they're doing a lot better than me. And you're going to start feeling worried, and you're going to feel in the rush that you're not succeeding enough. And then that's when the anxiety kicks in. So you feel like you're in this permanent rush of, I need to be somewhere, I need to be doing something. And that's when that anxiety starts kicking in, and that anxiety goes for weeks, if not months and years. That's when a depression is going to creep in too. So my advice to you is, if you feel this way, if you feel bad about content creators on your feed that are making you feel worse than your current life, unfollow them or uninstall the app. And to be honest with you guys, I myself have only realized this a year ago. And that's why recently I don't really post too much on Instagram or Twitter and rub in people's faces, because I'm not helping the system. I'm actually being worse. What I tend to do, I don't use Twitter one bit. Twitter is like the worst place. Every time I go on Twitter, it's everyone posting how successful they're doing and how well they're doing. And then I'm sitting here feeling pretty crappy about myself. So I don't use Twitter at all. And my favorite one I like to use is Facebook, because on Facebook you see people getting married and it's wholesome, and people having children, and it's a lot more better because it's more realistic than someone out there bragging they've got a mansion, so, or X amount of followers. So social media, please, if it's making you feel bad, get off it. Okay, step number two, and you're gonna hate me for this one, but eating correctly. Seriously, I want you guys to take a look at your diet. What do you drink in the morning to what do you eat at night? I want you to just look at your diet and you tell me if that is good for you, because everything you put into yourself is going to make you feel good or bad. Believe me, I only realized this 2 years ago, and now I'm so strict on my diet. Every now and then I might have a cheat day, but seriously, if I eat bad food, I feel bad. So I want to talk about both sides of the brain. Okay, we've got the left side and the right side. So pretty much, bad food tastes great, and food that are good for us tastes bad and bland and boring, right? Unless you're being really creative or you're going to a really high-end restaurant. My point is, food that tastes amazing and feels really good and it tastes awesome and it's addictive, them foods tend to be really bad for you. And it's not worth eating them foods to make you feel better in the now, because in about an hour or two time, you're gonna feel dreadful and you're gonna feel, if not worse. So my advice to you is this: stay away from fast foods, especially McDonald's. I'm so against McDonald's. It's very rare that I'll have a McDonald's, and if it is, I'm not touching their burgers. McDonald's, I don't know how this is legalized, but McDonald's add additives into their food so you stay addicted. And plus, with McDonald's, there's nothing good at McDonald's. It's all bad for you. So you're going to eat, you're going to feel really crap, and you're going to feel really depressed and feel really bad and anxious and worried. So you're going to feel horrible about yourself. So what are you going to do? You're going to grab a McDonald's to make yourself feel better. And that's going to help for about an hour or two. And then after an hour or two, you're going to start to feel empty again and hungry. And you're going to feel bad. You're going to feel tired and just so empty. So my point is, don't give in to eating that fast food. I really do believe in the future they're gonna come down on it. I believe, because it's obesity, It's not helping, and it's mentally destroying people. So my advice is, if you want to have McDonald's, that's fine once every now and then. Don't fall into the trap of eating it every night or 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. Okay, try and opt for a healthier option, which brings me on to my next point, cooking. Seriously, recently I've started to cook a lot, and honestly, getting out just to pop out the Tesco's or Sainsbury's, just to put together some food and then cut it up and cook it and slow cook it, it's the most funnest thing ever. It's creative, it gets you up, it gets the brain opening up, it just makes you feel really good. So cooking for yourself is fantastic, a lot better of an option. Again, there's 2 sides of the brain. The side where it just wants to be lazy and eat the fast food and not bother cooking. And then the other side of the brain is where it wants to be productive, it wants to put the food together, it wants to get out, it wants to feel like it's achieving something. And then after you achieve that something and you cook, you're not going to feel lazy, you're going to feel fantastic, you're going to feel great, you're going to feel creative, you're going to feel like you actually done something. All you did was make a meal, but hey, you feel amazing afterwards, and you ate the food. Now after you ate the food for the next 5 or 6 hours, you feel great, you feel fantastic, you don't feel empty anymore. And plus you saved a lot of money. How expensive is fast food nowadays? I just wanted to mention that whoever made us, God or whoever, is a really funny person, because talking about the 2 sides of the brain, we have one side of the brain that again wants to be lazy and sit down and browse Facebook and WhatsApp and Twitter and just mong out all day and play PlayStation and feel like you do it and just sit around and laze all day, which makes us feel good in the short term. But then there's the other side of the brain where if we want to feel good about ourselves, we have to actually get up and be productive and start exercising and eating better. I just feel like whoever made us is a really funny person. Again, good food tend to taste bland. Food that tastes amazing tends to be bad for us. I just find that whoever made us is a really funny person. So moving on to step number 3 is walking. 10,000 steps a day. And I know you guys out there are gonna think, no way, 10,000 steps is way too much. It actually isn't. Go for a walk. Go walk around for 1 hour to your town, local town, walk around to the shops and back, and you'll see how many thousands of steps you did. And let me tell you, after you've done walking, you're gonna feel like you've done something, you've been productive, your whole body's gonna feel fantastic, you're gonna feel great, you're not gonna feel horrible. So try and walk 10,000 steps a day. You can there's loads of apps on phones that do it nowadays. Just try and get your steps in. It's also going to do a lot of good for your skin. You're going to sweat. It's going to push out it's going to get all your skin. You're not going to have any dry skin on your face because your body and your skin is naturally moisturized. A lot of people ask me, especially women, ask me what my routine is to keep moisturized and having a healthy skin. The truth is, walking and sweating actually helps a lot. So that's my advice. Try and walk. It'll make you feel a lot better. Seriously, it's very underrated. Again, if you want to feel good about yourself, you're going to have to get up and do things that your brain, the other side of the brain, doesn't want you to do. Remember, there's a constant battle of your brain. It wants to be lazy, but then there's the one that wants to be productive. Go with the productive. Get up, do it. You're going to feel amazing afterwards, and you'll be thanking me afterwards. And then you'll end up slipping into a routine where you're doing your 10,000 steps a day. I actually learned this from Anthony Joshua a few years ago, and I want you guys to listen very carefully. In life, you need to appreciate every small detail. If you wake up not happy and you're upset and you just want to go out and you want to go on holiday and you want nice cars and you want money, you are not going to enjoy your life. You're going to spend the rest of your life chasing something that when you eventually get it, you're not going to feel like it was worth the chase. So what I want you to do, and listen very carefully, I want you to wake up today or tomorrow and I want you to feel blessed that you woke up, that you're breathing. There are people out there that can't breathe, that are on machines. There are people out there waking up in 3rd world countries where they haven't got any food, where they're starving to death. There are people out there waking up with cancer. There's people who are out there waking up that don't have any limbs. I want you to wake up and I want you to appreciate the air you're breathing. I want you to appreciate that when you wake up, you're safe, you're secure, you're in your home, you have your loved ones around you. I want you to wake up, I want you to, when you drink water, I want you to appreciate how much that water, how good that water tastes and how blessed you should feel to be drinking that water. And this goes with everything, from the clothes that you're wearing, to the friends you're spending time with, to the family that you're with, to going out and eating the food you're eating. And to be blessed to have a body and to have a brain and to have a mind, I want you to think to yourself, wow, I'm so lucky to be here, and appreciate every small detail. Recently, I found a new love, an old love of cars. I just appreciate every car, how they're made, and it just gets me happy. Laptops, microphones, music, television programs, series. I appreciate everything for what it is, because everything is beautiful in its own little ways. So wake up and appreciate it. My key to working out, I work out every day, because when I'm working out, I don't look at the workout like, oh, I gotta work out. When I'm working out, I'm enjoying the workout for what it is. I'm working out, I'm feeling good, and I'm loving it. My body's loving it. I'm taking it slow and I'm enjoying it. I'm appreciating it for what it is. And that's one of my advice to all you guys out there. You need to appreciate every small detail in life. If you don't, you will lose your way and you'll fall into that depression. Okay, step number 5. Don't worry. Seriously, I want you guys out there, because I know a lot of you guys out there are just going to worry yourself over the truth. It's nothing. Don't worry. Be happy. The truth is, it's out of your control. And my favorite saying, I've been saying this for about half a year now, my favorite saying of all time is, it is what it is. Just stop for a second. The world will always keep on moving. Tomorrow's another day. Stop for a second and don't worry about it. Seriously, because you're going to worry yourself to death, and worry is a killer. Seriously, did you know that? People actually can worry themselves to death. And we're going to move on to that in a second. So I want you to stop. If you're sitting there right now and you're worried about something, or you got taxes to pay, or you need money, or you might get thrown out, or your friends are going, or your girlfriend's going out, I just want you to sit back and just take a deep breath. It's out of your control. Say that to yourself. It's out of your control. And it is what it is. You're not going to die. The world's going to keep on moving, and it's going to figure itself out. So sit back and let it be. And I just want to mention that worrying is actually being considered to be a bigger killer than smoking and obesity. Seriously, it's that bad. You can actually worry yourself to death. You see, people, this is the truth. Did you know that when you worry, your brain is convincing your body to release all the bad hormones and the bad toxins in your body? So you are currently living in a state of fear and worry and panic. So you're always anxious and you can't enjoy yourself and you're always tense. Your brain has convinced your body to live in a state of fear, and that's not natural, that's not normal. People spend their whole life with anxiety and depression because it's in here, because you've convinced yourself to be worried. So how do you stop and break the cycle? Stop being worried. Deep breath. Break the cycle. We're going to move on now, talk about depression and anxiety. Right, let me start by saying this. If you guys want to get help with it, first things first, you need to understand it. I'm here to help you guys and tell you guys, firstly, if you want help with it, you need to understand anxiety and understand depression. These two are the most biggest mental health that's going around right now. Everyone's out there. Everyone I meet has anxiety. Everyone I meet has depression. Everyone's trying to get cured and get help. They're going to the doctors. They're trying to get prescribed medicine, antidepressants. They're being cancelled. Let me tell you the truth, people. Are you ready? Shall I tell you what the problem is? It's you. It's your mind. It's your brain. You're here because you're desperate for help and you're thinking, I need help. I'm coming to growth school. The truth is, it's all in here. And how do I know that? Because I, only last month, had the biggest anxiety and panic attack of my life. I thought I was going to die. I was out drinking. I just got over COVID. I woke up 11 in the morning. I was on 12 hours of drinking. I woke up shaking. I couldn't breathe. My heart was beating fast. I couldn't catch my breath. I thought I was going to die. I couldn't believe it. I was crying. I thought my life was over. I thought that was it. Everything came tumbling down. Worry. I need money, my business, my fans. How am I going to survive? My poor daughter. What am I going to do? Everyone hates me. No one likes me. My life is not good. I've wasted my life. I'm dying. I'm dead. It's not working. I went to the doctors the next day, the hospital. You know what the diagnosis was? I was absolutely fit. They checked my heart, my pulse, my blood pressure. I'm fitter than, I have 98% breathing out of 100, which is meant to be phenomenal. I'm fitter than a horse. What was the diagnosis? It's in here. I convinced myself to panic and worry. And since then, it's changed my life. Since then, my life has been so different. I came this close to feel like I was dying to where I am now. It's changed my life and my perspective on life. So let me tell you people the same thing I got told. It's in here. It starts in here. You've got to break that. You've got to tell yourself that you're going to get a grip. And it's you. You're tricking yourself into thinking something's wrong. When the truth is nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong. You're worrying yourself. You're giving yourself anxiety and these panic attacks. Just step back, breathe. Everything's going to be okay. It's all in here. You got this. Take control. Don't let your mind control yourself. People out there convince themselves to kill themselves. That's how dark it goes. Don't be one of them. It starts by controlling your brain and your mind. Take control of it. Tell them that you're in charge. It's you. Only you have the power to look after yourself, not this medication, not this counseling. It's you. It starts with you. So again, I just want to elaborate on this a bit more. So what's happening is when you start worrying yourself over nothing or something, what's going to happen is you're going to start panicking and you're going to have anxiety. And then what's going to happen is your brain is going to convince your body that it's in a state of shock and fear and scared, and your body's just going to release all the bad hormones that you don't want. So you're constantly panicking, you're constantly worrying. So you're living in a state of fear and anxiety. Again, when you have anxiety for so long, a few days or a week or a month, you're going to get depressed because you haven't been outside, you haven't done anything productive, you're going to get depression. So first things first, in the brain, starts here, and then you won't have the following problem with depression and the anxiety. Starts here. If our brain can convince our bodies that we're in a state of fear, and then our bodies release all the bad toxins and all the hormones, we're always shaking and we're feeling anxious, does that then mean that our brain can convince our bodies and our mind can convince ourselves to always be happy and to release the good endorphins? The truth is yes. And that's the truth. That's why you see a lot of people out there that have nothing. And they're the most happiest people in the world that have not a worry in the world. So what you want to be doing, instead of thinking bad, is thinking positive. And that's the truth. A lot of positive people hang out with positive people. When you're positive, your world changes. Everything is doable. The world is your oyster. You feel like you can take on the world. When you're thinking negative, you can't do anything. And you're going to waste and you're going to crumble and melt away. You're going to succeed. You're going to be living in a dead end circle. So it needs to start with you convincing yourself that everything's fantastic, everything's fine, and you're going to be great. And the more you do that day in, day out, over and over again, you're going to start realizing that opportunities, that you're living, that you're alive, and you're happy. For once in your life, you're happy. You don't listen to that little noise in your head anymore that's trying to convince you everything's wrong, when the truth is nothing's wrong. It's all in your head. It all starts by thinking positive and just happy, good thoughts, looking after yourself, doing the right, eating right, exercising, appreciating the little things in life. If you put all of this together, I can promise you, it's going to change your life. Of course, if you can think negative and make your body react negative, yes, then that means that if you think positive, then your body will feel positive. You will feel alive. It's all in here. Your body will release the right endorphins. Just appreciate everything and go with it. Right, step number 7, people, is get out of your comfort zone. Seriously, what's happening is a lot of you guys out there have depression. Why? It's because you're living in a scheduled day in, day out. You're going to wake up, you're going to go to bed at 4 in the morning. You was on TikTok all last night. You're going to wake up at 2 p.m. Your mum's mad at you. Your housemates are mad at you. You're going to get on your phone, you're going straight back on TikTok. You can't be asked to cook, so you're going to order fast food. When you do get out of bed at 3 or 4 o'clock, you finally have a shower. After you shower, you get changed. It's now 6 p.m. It's getting dark. You've missed the day. And this goes on over and over again. You're going to go on the PlayStation. You're going to do nothing. You're going to browse YouTube. You're going to go on Twitter. You're going to go on TikTok. You're just going to mess around, check your WhatsApp, emails, day in, day out. And your body's doing that for you because you're living in a scheduled life. You might go to a job that you hate, and you're living a scheduled life over and over again. You're not actually going anywhere. You're spending all your money on a night out. Next week comes around, it's the same story over and over again. So what happens? The body's doing that for you because you're on autopilot. So what's happening to the brain? The brain wants to do things. It wants to go out, wants to travel, wants to see the world, but your whole body's in autopilot, so you're stuck doing the same things over and over again. That's when depression's coming in. So what you need to do is convince your body and tell your body, no, I own you, and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do today, and we're going to do something different because we're going to go to bed early tonight, and we're going to wake up early in the morning, and we're going to go for a walk. And I don't go for walks, but I'm going to go for a walk because it's different. I'm out of my comfort zone. And you know what? You did it, and now you feel amazing. You feel different. Okay, that was weird. Your body's like, holy crap, what happened? What are we doing? Your brain's loving it. Your body feels different. You're aching. Wow, it's a nice ache. because you're getting out your comfort zone. Where's that depression gone? Oh, you don't feel depressed today? You don't feel anxious today? It's because you're doing stuff your mind wants to explore. Your mind wants to do different things. So my point is, do things that get you out your comfort zone. And this means everything. You can even go out and make friends. Go talk to someone you've never spoken to before. Put yourself in a situation you've never been in before. When you start doing these things, your mind's going to love you, and then eventually your body's going to love you because you're doing things you don't tend to do. It's off schedule. It's different. See, a lot of people out there think things are weird in life or they don't like it because they've never tried it. You understand what I'm trying to say? People out there that think something's weird, it's because they've never tried it or seen it or did it for themselves. So get up today and try something you haven't tried today. Try that thing you've never really tried that you've always wanted to, but you've convinced yourself not to. So get up and try that thing. And I promise you, you'll feel amazing. You'll feel like it was just so exciting, so different. It's better to do that than living the same routine over and over again and getting nowhere. Just trust me on this. Break the cycle. Break the schedule. Do something different. Get out of your comfort zone. You're going to love me for it. Just do it. Go out with your friends. Why not? Stop putting them off. Your body doesn't want to because it's not used to it. Tell your body you're going to get used to it. Get used to the change. Okay, step number 8. Work on yourself. Now, when you all do me a favor, I want you all to just look yourself in the mirror today and look at yourself. What don't you like about yourself? You don't like your weight? Don't like the way your teeth look, your ears, your hair, your nose. You look plain. You don't like your clothes. You look boring. Do me a favor. I want you to just work on yourself. Pick something you want. Go onto Google. What do you want to do to yourself? My friends, my viewers, I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to work on yourself, because the truth is self-care and self-love is so important. And I know I'm sitting here right now with a crappy haircut, but it's going to grow back. Okay? And the thing is, keep looking in the mirror and keep focusing on yourself. When you look in the mirror and you look at yourself and you keep working on yourself, you're going to start feeling better about yourself, and it's going to make you feel alive. Your self-worth's going to go up, your confidence is going to go up, and you're going to feel amazing. You're going to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you feel like you take on the world. You have all this confidence because you're working on yourself. And it gets addicting. It gets so addicting that you want to do it every day. That's why you see all these people out there with tattoos and the piercings and the hair's dyed and they've got all this makeup on, they're spraying and they've got all this designer, because they keep working on themselves, because they're addicted to working on themselves. So just do me a favor, look in the mirror and keep working on yourself. Keep looking after yourself, because you know what people really love? People love someone that looks after themselves. So do me a favor, look after yourself. You're going to love me for it. Look after yourself. It's so important to just look in the mirror every day and have a shower, have a shave. How do you want to look? Look after yourself every day. Okay, step number 9. Guys, I want you to stop for a second. Stop competing with other social media influencers. Stop competing yourself with your friends. Stop. Life is not a rush. Yes, you're nearly 30. Yes, you're still living with your mum. Yes, you have no money, you have no assets. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you something. Enjoy your life and stop comparing yourselves to other people. Life's not about how much you have. It's not about who's the most successful. It's not about that. It's about being happy and enjoying the ride. And that's what it's about. When the millionaire's dead and when you're on your deathbed and you've had a really good life, because you didn't have you wasn't rich, but you loved every second of it. But the millionaire over here, he hated his life. He lived in anxiety and worry and stress. And he was afraid of people around him, and he was afraid of who was using who, and he couldn't enjoy himself. So you tell me, who won in life? Who won? You spent all of your life enjoying it. You loved it, and he hated it. So don't look at all these other millionaires and people with nice cars and houses and nice girlfriends. I want you to do me a favor. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop it. You need to stop doing that right now. And I want you to sit back. Life's not a competition of who can go the furthest. It's about who can have the most fun, who's enjoying themselves, who's having a great time. You go into a party, there's a millionaire over there and he's looking depressed and he's angry and he's not enjoying himself and he's stressed out and he hasn't done himself, he's not looking after himself. And then there's you. You don't have a lot. You have £5 to your name, but at least you're relaxed and you're enjoying the party, and everyone you're talking to, you're having a great time, you're making people smile and laugh, your confidence is shining, and you're looking like you're looking after yourself. Then you have this guy. But yeah, he's got the big house and all the nice cars. But is anyone talking to him? And if someone is talking to him, they're only using him for a free drink. What's that? He's not buying people free drinks because he's scared everyone's using him, because he's living in that bad place in his brain. do me a favor. Be better than him. Focus on yourself. Don't worry about him. Worry about yourself and enjoying yourself. Do that. Life's not a competition of who can go the furthest. It's about enjoying the ride. So stop looking at others and enjoy yourself, and stop comparing yourself with others. Okay, last but not least, my friends, do what you want to do and what makes you happy. If you want to sit down and play video games, so be it. Do that. I would tell you to keep doing that forever and take it seriously and keep doing it because you enjoy doing it. And eventually you become a master of it. You might become a top-end streamer. You might become a pro gamer. What's that? You don't like gaming? You like to ride horses all the time? Then go ride horses. Go ride horses so much you become an expert. And then you can go on then to maybe teaching others. And then what happens? When you become so good at something, you eventually find the money. You understand it? That's survival. So don't do something because you have to do it. Do something because you enjoy doing it. And eventually, if you enjoy it so much, you're going to make it into an own thing. There's no point going and working at this job you hate, day in, day out, you hate it. Waking up every day to hate a job you're doing. And I know a lot of you guys out there, you're stuck in a rut. It's not as easy as it is just to get up and quit and do that. I know, but make it work. Make it work. Do the things you enjoy doing. You like gymnastics? Keep doing gymnastics. Keep doing it so much, you might just become a teacher. You might have your own teaching school where you're teaching gymnastics one day. Just same, exact same for horse riding. You like horses. You like the feeling of riding a horse and being outside all the time and the fresh air and the wind in your hair. Keep doing it. Eventually you become so good at it that others will be interested, and that's when you'll find the money. So don't chase the money, just chase what you enjoy, what you want to do. Do what makes you happy. Keep doing it over. You like to cook, keep on cooking. You become so good at cooking, people are going to start realizing, holy cow, you're really good at cooking. And that's when the money comes in. You'll find your own business. You'll get employed by someone you really like. And that's when you're doing something you enjoy and it's a job. Do what makes you happy and it could be anything. My favorite things to do is just socialize with people. I love it. I live for it. That's what I like to do. I just keep on getting better, being socially better, and just keep on making people laugh. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel complete. I like to vlog it. It makes me feel good. And that's my advice to you guys. I really do hope that this video has helped someone. I know it's a bit of a stretch. I know it's pretty boring for a lot of people out there, but I really do hope I spoke something to someone today. This is how I stay going. I've been through a lot. We all have. And you just got to keep on. Got to keep on pushing and keep on going. And you know what? When you take a step back, you realize that life's not so bad. We are so minuscule in the whole universe. So just relax. There's no pressure. The world doesn't expect anything from you. No one does. So sit back and let it be. Enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching, guys. Please drop it a like if you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Sorry there wasn't a vlog today. I thought I just wanted to get this out of the way with. I'll see you guys on the next vlog. Thanks for watching.